It's Groundhog Day, so if you see this show and it starts all over again when it's done, you'll know why. It's Groundhog Day, February 2nd, 2026. Calvin Castine at the North Bowl Lanes, and looks like Danielle Tierney is ready to get this, almost ready to get this show on the road. It's senior night, so we'll be doing a brief ceremony, and we'll be doing just one game tonight, just one game in the match, because it's senior night at Shazy for the girls basketball team, so we got to get there before they start their event. Here's the seniors. They've got Skylar Agony. There'll be a brief talk for each of these people. There's Sabrina Robert, and I think there's 3 on the boys' side. You got your Cade Brooks, your Skylar Labarge, and Noah Seller. So those are the Cougar seniors. And those of you hoping for a group shot, there it is. I imagine these were taken by Mrs. Mark Norrell. I imagine took all the photos. She is the one who informed me of this being senior night tonight. So as soon as they're ready, we'll be ready. And it's a lot like herding cats, and of course cougars are cats, so that's why it's so hard to herd these cougars. They're not only cats, they're wild ones at that, so it's it's a real challenge to get them all here. As I said, we're going to be doing just one game. This is about 5 minutes before 3. We were told to get here before 2:45, and we did. And we won't be starting the first actual roll of the pins until 3:15. 3:15 will be the practice, and 3:30 will be when the match starts. So we'll keep the camera rolling, and hopefully we'll be hearing from Danielle Tierney Menard.
It's a little bit earlier than 3, but I'm gonna start at 8. Everybody be quiet, please. Over here.
Getting everybody to be quiet now is the tough part.
So tonight, of course, is our senior night. As you can see, set up. AuSable is also celebrating theirs. They have 2 seniors. We have 5. This is now not our last home game based off of snow days, but this is our last scheduled home game, so that's what we decided for our senior night. We have 3 boy seniors and 2 girl seniors this year. If they want to come up, as I call their name, we have Skylar Agony. Most kids today don't want to give speeches, so if you look around, there are programs that I created for tonight, and those programs have their stuff that they like to say and a little note from their parents to them. So to our 5 seniors, Skylar, Sabrina, Cade, Skylar, and Noah. This program is better because of you. You've shown up, encouraged teammates, and bowled through good days and tough frames alike. You've learned that bowling isn't just about strikes and spares, it's about patience, focus, and bouncing back after a bad ball. Those lessons matter far beyond the lanes. Each of you brought something unique to this team. Leadership, humor, calm under pressure, energy when we needed it most. You set the tone for practices and matches, and the younger bowlers look up to you, whether you realize it or not. To the parents and families, thank you. Thank you for the early rides, the long nights, the encouragements, and for trusting me with your kids. I couldn't do this without you. Seniors, as you finish this chapter, know this. Once you're a part of this team, you are always a part of this team. You've left your mark on our program, and we are incredibly proud of you. Not just as bowlers, but as people. So tonight, have fun, enjoy every frame, and soak it all in. You've earned this moment. Let's give our seniors a big round of applause. Thank you, everybody who decided to come tonight. And I believe Kevin has, wherever Kevin went, over there. Kevin has his little
There's Julie.
speech for his two kids also.
There's Kevin Agnew for the Sable Valley.
Pretty much all I got. We're gonna have fun. Thank you to all the parents for bringing you guys back forward, bringing you guys up. Let's have fun.
Those are AuSable Valley seniors. Looks like they might be a person short on their bowling here. Just looks like they have just 4 boy bowlers.
I think the rest of them are standing. I just was saying if there was any other senior parents that needed a seat.
So I don't think I can really get into reading the script that was provided here under each of the bowlers. We'll let you see it here. If you're watching this on YouTube, just pause it as you go from line to line. And you'll be able to see what they said. In some cases, nothing, and what their family may or may not have said here. So we'll just wrap up that portion. If you're watching it on cable, you're not going to have a chance to read that, obviously. As we said, if you're watching it on YouTube, you can pause this and read it as you want. All right, we're over halfway done. One more. And we'll try to go slow here. That we can get it all in.
He was standing here and like before the end of the night, I do have things and he's like, I'm just talking. I'm like, I don't know if you realized I was talking to him.
Alright, so coming right up will be the first ball of the match. And just like that, action is underway. It's always a challenge here at the North Bowl with the tables set up right here between us and the bowlers. We're only doing one, so we're going to try to get both sets of bowlers. I'm not quite sure how we're going to manage this at this point in time. We love a challenge, don't we? So we got what? Who's Skylar Agony, Harper Agony, Kaylee Hunter, Brooklyn Shockley, and Sabrina Robert for the Cougar girls. On the AuSable side, Isabella Kluke, Grayson Wilmette, Carly Christensen, Milo Eaton, Eleanor Quinn. For the Cougar boys, Chris Agony, Cade Brooks, Skylar Labarge, Noah Seller, Jacob Martin, Sable Valley, Liam Roberts, Charles McClatchy, Aiden Pilo, and Jarrett Natilio. And as I said, we're going to try to get some of the boys, some of the girls. We won't be getting the extra bowlers. The Cougars have quite a few. I don't think Patriots have any. So we won't have any extra Patriot bowlers. Let's see what we got. We got Wilmette going for a spare here and picking it up. I hate these scoreboards. They're very pretty to look at, but very tough to read when you're trying to be quick and cover it with a camera pointing at them. They're just sitting here. They look lovely, but they're doing what I'm doing. It's a little tougher. There's standing 10 pin for Caden Brooks, and open for Charles McClatchy. Like that might have been a strike there. Alright, that was Pelo, P-E-L-O. There is Eaton. And a spare. Skylar Labarge. And spare for Jarrett. No, that wasn't Matilio, that was Liam Roberts, I guess. There's Seller for the Cougars. I think what we're going to do is go through probably the first. We'll go through the first 5 frames for the girls, and then we'll switch over to the boys. And when they enter their 6th frame, then we'll come back to the girls. The boys are usually faster than the girls to begin with, and then the girls are going to have the advantage of the boys having an open bowler. That's in the gutter. Well, let's see here. This is Brooklyn Shockley for the Cougars. And there's a spare. Sabrina Robert. And for the Patriots, that's Eleanor Quinn. What appears to be a strike. If you think I can see that it's a strike here, you're wrong. No, it's a spare. And Robert. So now we get the 2nd frame. And Skylar Agony for the girls, for the Cougars. And she doesn't warm up. She was standing right next to us during all the warm-ups. Wants to save it for the game, I guess. Isabella Koski AuSable Valley. And that's Harper Agony. Got the 6-7-10 to contend with. And open for Castine. Now going for the spare. And you got the got the 7. Didn't go for the wood. Could have went for the 6-10, but got the 7. That's Wilmette. And this is Hunter for the Cougars. And Hunter leads the 5-8, I think. 5-9. Now Wilmette going for a spare. And gets 7 for the frame. Get us back to Kaylee Hunter. Oh, nope. She'll get 8 for the frame. And now we've got Christensen for the Patriots. There's the 5-10. And Shockley now for the Cougars. Temperature 19 degrees. We shut our vehicle off. Got into the low 20s for a little while. And there's a, there's the, we got the 3-7, I think. Or 2-7. And 9 for the frame. Christensen. I believe that's the 2-7 there for Shockley. Now Eaton coming up for AuSable Valley. And we're just getting over a good try. A bitterly cold weekend. Temperatures, wind chills way below 0, and next upcoming weekend, the first weekend in February, is going to be the same type of situation. It looks like a 2-pin, so we'll be enjoying, in quotations. There's Sabrina Robert. Nope. And you can probably see the wires here. We'll stay on it here. The new system here. There are wires that pick up the pins, so it's a new system. It's supposed to be more efficient, faster. And we got a spare for Eaton. So we are enjoying these 20s because they are less oppressive than the 0s and below that we have been experiencing and will experience again shortly. So Quinn gets 8 pins, leaves the 4-7. And we'll have Koski starting the next frame. And 7 pins with the 2 4-5. Agony for the Cougars. And it is a strike. Agony got Keegan Munson's autograph earlier. Can you imagine that? Up to hang on her wall for sure. Keegan, of course, part of the Munson family that's owned this for several generations, owned this establishment. He's working the front desk, so he's highly popular with the young ladies. And there's a strike for Harper Agony. A double Agony strike. Here's Wilmette. Leaves a bunch of them. It's half of them. There'll be no triple strike today. It's double wood there. You can see the pins as they get picked up there. So that's I think it's a 278. Keeping an eye on the boys. The boys don't seem to be moving much faster than the girls here for some reason. Open for Wilmette. That double wood is going to be the problem, the 8-pin. There's a strike for Christensen. Here's Shockley. No, yeah, she got double wood. So you got the 1-2-5, I think. Eaton waiting to bowl for AuSable Valley. Made a solid 10. Shockley. Doesn't want to pick up the ball till her hand is totally dry, apparently. And got the double wood and all. All right, nicely done. Now Eaton will go for her spare, a 10-pin. Nope. Robert, completing her third frame. And leaves a 7-pin. Now Quinn gets 8 pins. This is viewer-supported television, hometown cable. I don't know if Quinn is related to our faithful viewer supporter Don Quinn. That's a gutter ball. Or in basketball, it'd be an air ball. And a spare. You might say, why don't you get a better viewing area? It's because we can't. We're just crowded in here amongst the spectators. And there's just no way to move around. There are people behind us. Well, Skylar Agony gets 9 on her first ball, leaves looks like the 4 pin. We're in the 4th frame. And getting 9 on her first ball is Koski. Did the string hold that one up? I'd protest. I'd protest. Looks like she's given up on that one. It's still there. There's Harper Agony. Both of the Agony girls were working on strike, so these are painful. Now Wilmette up. Quite a few pins left there. 6 pins remaining. Agony's spare ball. She'll get 5 for the frame and 5 for her fill for the strike. There's Wilmette and oh, good try. 9 pins down, 1 remaining. And it's Hunter for the Cougars. And Christensen for the Patriots. 6, 7, 10. One more ball and she might get them all, but that's it. I only get 2 tries. I'm going to start a new 3-ball bowling league. And 7 pin stays for Christensen. Now Shockley is up. Whoa, a lot of curve on that. Split-fingered fastball, I think, that broke at the last moment. Eaton. Seven pins. And you get to 1, 2, 4. Shockley going for her spare. And gets it. Nicely done, Brooklyn Shockley. Eaton leaves the 1 pin. Now Robert. That is the 6 pin that's standing. Quinn. All right, Steve Reich. Steve Reich. spare, or Robert. Skylar Agony will start the 5th frame, and Isabella Koski will start the Patriot 5th frame. After this frame, we'll be going over to the boys. The boys aren't too far ahead of the girls here. To the right for Skylar Agony. And I think that's a 3-9-10 remaining for Koski. Harper Agony. 4 pins left. Husky will miss her spare, leave 3 standing. Oh, Agony leaves a few pins standing. Now we go to Wimet. One of 2 seniors, leaves the 1-2. And Kayla Hunter. That's the hold up. Here we go. And nope. 9 for the frame for Wilmette. There's Hunter. 6 for the frame. There's Christensen. It's 6 pins. Shockley. There's a 7. For the frame. Shockley. And she'll have 9 for the frame. Eaton for AuSable. Leaves a 7. Robert for the Cougars. Robert gets 7 on the first ball. No, 6 on the first ball. That's some double wood there. 1, 2, 9, 1, 2, 8, 10. Boys are particularly slow here. She gets 9 for the frame. Robert. There's Quinn. There's the 4-7. The boys have now fallen behind the girls. The most frustrating part of recording this bowling is how much time everybody stands around idly instead of concentrating and getting up there and throwing that ball. It's very frustrating for somebody who's recording and needs to get things done in a timely manner. But it makes for a fun, casual outing for the bowlers, which I guess is what it's all about. So we got Skylar Agony starting his 6th frame. And Isabella Koski starting the 6th frame. We're going to move over to the boys because I don't know. It doesn't. I was hoping that they would be done before the girls and give me a chance to get the 10th frame for the girls. Let's see, that was the first bowler for the Patriots boys. And there's the first bowler for the Cougar boys. That was the second bowler for the boys, for the Patriots. There's the third bowler. No, okay, the second bowler is open. So that's McClatchy who just bowled. This is Noah Seller. Is the 4th bowler. We're in the 4th frame here. The 5th frame, excuse me. Seller gets a strike. That'll move things along a little bit here. Well, that completes the Cougar 5th frame, and Patriots with Liam Roberts. And now, nasty split for, who we got there? Jacob Martin. And 9 for the frame for Hayden Pilo. Here's Martin. He's going to get 9 for the frame. He had a split. Not much you can do about that. So are we now starting the 6th? Yes, we are here, and still waiting for the last Patriot bowler in the 5th. They're starting the 6th. That is Liam Roberts. Here is Mattioli. Going to complete the 5th frame. Girls are 2 or 3 bowlers into the 6th. That's a gutter ball. And a spare. Nice. All right, we got a spare for Roberts. I'll bring up McClatchy. And looks like 6 pins. Mattioli finishing up the 5th frame here. And he'll get 8 for the frame. That was a spare ball. So we'll have Chris Agony starting the 6th frame. Where are we? Let's see where in the heck we are here. Nine pins. Okay, they're in the 7th over there. The boys at AuSable Valley. Well, the Cougars have to be in the 7th too. Yes, they are. Okay. As I said, these are very tough to read from 25 feet away. You zoom in on them, you can see it. But so. Now we got Brooks, who's working on a strike. And we got Aiden Pilo for the Patriots. All is not lost if he can get 10 on his spare ball. Eight pins for Pilo. Brooks. And he gets a spare, a 10-pin spare. Well, that's unless he was working on a double, that's as good as getting 9 and then 1. And there's a strike for the Patriots. Here we go. That was Matilio with that strike. Now there's 9 pins. For Labarge. And Chris Agony is starting the 8th frame. And that'll be open. Let's see, it looks like Agony's going to wait. Seller slowly getting to his feet here. Looks like he's talking on his phone, so he's got to put his phone away, then then he can bowl. Okay. Okay. Seller. 8 on his first ball. Now Agony will start the 8th frame. And he starts it with a strike. Brooks set to go. Here's Sellers' spare ball. He's going to get 9 for the frame. Here's Brooks. Now Martin will get up for the Cougars. And he gets 9 on his first ball. Leaves a 10 pin. And he leaves a 10 pin. A lot of that going around. Brooks, nope. He'll get 9 for the frame. Picks up the spare. Here's to Labarge for the Cougars. Not sure where the Patriots are. All over there having pizza, I guess. Martin gets 7 pins. Here we go. Here we go. Roberts. And he'll get 7 on his first ball. And 8 pins for Labarge. All right. Seller to his feet. And nope, 7 for the frame for Roberts. Seller gets a strike. There's McClatchy. He strikes. Now we'll see if Martin can do here. There's the 7 pin. Kilo. It's 6 for the frame. Excuse me, for the first pin. This kid isn't even watching the game here. Got a match going on, and this kid is totally ignoring the match. Oh, oops. Oh, what's going on back there? There's a spare for Martin. Well, Roberts gets up to start the 9th frame. That'll conclude the 8th frame. There's Roberts starting the 9th. And looks like he left a 5. Yep, 5 pin standing. Oh, no, that was Pelio. There's Matilio now, so we're not done the 8th yet. Not done the 8th yet. Leaves the 5. Roberts. Gonna show him how it's done. You got it. You got it. You got it. Mattioli, I'm going to go with. M-A-T-T-I-O-L-I, Mattioli. Picks up the spare. And McClatchy throws a gutter ball. Agony going to get up for the Cougars. Everybody's got their phone out here. Put your phones away and play ball. Strike. Agony gets a strike. Now McClatchy looking for a 10-pin spare. Gets about 4, I think. Now Cade Brooks. And he gets 8 pins. Roberts, I believe. That was Roberts. Brooks, nope. In the gutter. LaBarge. Mattioli, that bowler there was Pelio for the Patriots. Now it's Mattioli. It's a drop on the 7, which is good. This leaves the 3-6-10. Now LaBarge. Might be the 2-5. And he'll get 8 for the frame. Mattioli going for a spare. Ball. Noah Seller. That's a double, I think, huh? Yeah. Now Agony will start the 10th frame. Girls are still in the ninth. Starts it with a strike. Jacob Martin finishing up the ninth, leaves the 10 pin. .393 to 535. The Cougars have a commanding lead, which is to be expected when you have 5 bowlers as opposed to 4. And a spare going into the 10th for Martin. Agony, he's got a strike, working on a strike. I think he's got a triple. He's got a 4-bagger. 4 strikes in a row. Finishing strong. There's Roberts getting 7 on his first ball. So Agony really pouring it on at the end here. Got 4 strikes in a row. And he strikes out. Wow, what a finish for Agony. Gives him a solid 221. Wow. Now we got Brooks. And Liam Roberts is finished. This is Charles McClatchy as Brooks bowls. Gets 9 pins. A 126 for Roberts. The open spot has a 70 right now. 7 pins for McClatchy in his first ball in the 10th. As we said, the Cougars have a big lead, 424 for Patriots, 625 for the Cougars. So. There's McClatchy looking for the strike so he can get a fill ball. And he gets it. He'll get a fill ball. Now Brooks. Girls are very close to starting their 10th frames. We'll be having to pay some attention to them. There's a strike for Brooks. And McClatchy gets about 3 or 4 in his fill ball. So a double here for Brooks. Looking to strike out in the 10th. As Aiden Pilo steps up for the Patriots. For his first ball in the 10th frame. And he gets 7. Leaves double wood. Brooks. Brooks gets 8 for his final fill ball. And it is done. 126, 70, 86 for McClatchy. And here's Pilo. with Labarge stepping up for the Cougars. He gets an open. Here's Labarge. He gets 7 pins on his first ball. So a 62 for Pilo. And Martoli is up now. Martioli. We do have some girls finishing here, so we're going to have to. Skylar Agony is done. She just rolled her last ball. Here's Labarge. He gets nothing on that one. So Agony got a 182. Mattioli. Double wood. He's going to get it. Over on this side here. There we go. It's Seller for the Cougars. Almost. Oh, gets a late drop. Gets a late drop. Not the only one is fill ball. Eight pins. We got here Harper Agony, and we got Grayson Wamet. Seller. That's 7 pins. Well, let's see what we got for the girls here. Skylar Agony 182. Harper Agony 85. Patriots. Let's see, we got Kaylee Hunter up now for the Cougars, and 2 bowlers that finished 102 and 105 for the Koski and Wamet duo. 8 pins for Seller on his last ball. Here's Christensen. Gets a 7, I think 7, maybe 6. Might have been double wood there. Martin. Shockley bowling for the Cougars over here. Let's see. Okay, what we got? 126, 70, 86, 62, and 118 for Mattioli. And the Cougars, you got an 85 for Skylar Labarge, and 153 and 153, 761 to 462. So 163, 163 for Seller and Martin. Now the girls are going to wrap up very quickly here. Shockley finishes with a 108. And she got a fill ball coming. Here's Eaton. Eaton gets 9. Here's Shockley. She's got another throw here. And she's going to pick up 9 on her fill ball. Victory is done. Here's Quinn. And a big curve. There's a 310. And we got Robert for the Cougars. 7. Well, let's see. We got 570 right now. Eaton finished with a 104, 124 for Christensen, 105 and 102. Womet and Kloskowski. A spare for Quinn. So what do we got here? 570 to 589. So it looks like the Cougars will take this by a few pins. Here's Sabrina Robert looking for her spare. Nope, she'll call it a game. We'll give her a 126, a 127 for Shockley. And this will be the last ball. 8 pins for Quinn. We'll give her a 152, so it's 587 to 596, 9-pin victory for the Cougars. Well, that's going to wrap up our coverage. As we said, we've got to get to Shazy, the girls' senior night there. When Julie Martineau-Rowell told us that this was senior night here, we made sure to get here for this. And now we'll take our viewer-supported camera to Shazy. So a reminder, this is viewer-supported local television. If you appreciate what we do, we've been doing it since June 7th, 1983. And if you've never supported us, maybe it's time. And if you have supported us in the past, maybe it's time again. Thanks for watching. Viewer-supported local television, hometown cable, coming at you from the North Bowl in Plattsburgh.